Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. We'll kick it off to get things started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Kentucky's offense will get the first crack at it here. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got his man quickly. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. On the move, it's Trainer. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Keeps it on the bootleg. Getting some heat. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Vandergriff. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
And how about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. They go to the draw. Hard running there. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air, it's Thorne. He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Auburn! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Looking to move it through the air. That's reeled in. It's key.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Fires to the right. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's key. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. Back to pass. It's Vandergriff. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll go to the air on third and short. Throwing right. Makes a connection. Touchdown, Kentucky. What a catch and run for 6.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Navy is on top, but it's not like Roger Staubach is playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 7 over Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Trying to find his man on first down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Back to pass, it's Thorne. good timing on the quick out. Corralled and brought down by the defense. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Get it out on the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He got it. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
Auburn 10, Kentucky 7.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Lexington. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Looking downfield, it's Thorne. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Tigers in the hurry up.
21 on the play. Good enough for a first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hunter. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It is good.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Coming out with it, it's White. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back and the Big Blue offense takes the field. A quick pass to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Looking for space. It's Traynor. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. The play action fake. Grab near the marker. It's Trader. Knocked down after a short gain, but enough to move those chains. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He's got the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Grabbed in the middle. It's Key. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. Caught over the middle. It's Trainer. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Offense set on first down. Back to throw, it's Vandergriff. Coming out, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
These crucial situations you practice so much. Inside of 2 minutes, they score, they win. Defensively, how do you bow your neck? You force a turnover, force the fumble, get the ball back to your offense. Go get me a few first downs. This one's over.
Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off play action on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. From the gun. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Kentucky 7.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Pocket starts to collapse. Picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse